What's up, you guys? Godzilla fan freaks coming at you today with another figure review. And today, as you can tell, we are reviewing the humongous 25 centimeter Rick Boy edition of Biollante from X Plus. Just to get straight on into this review, take a look at the front cover of the box that this bad boy came in. Now, this is not the original release of the X Plus Rick Boy 25 centimeter Biollante. This is the newer release that came out last year. So this is the Rick Boy that was released last year, reissue I want to say, and it was released as a set with the 25 centimeter Godzilla 1989. So both figures came in the set, and for those of you, hopefully many of you, who have seen my G-Fest haul from last year, I generously gave the 25 centimeter 89 figure from this set to my friend Scott. But there's a good look at the front cover. You know, you got a silhouette of both figures over here in the corner, Godzilla versus Biollante. Just plain cardboard, color box, and that's it for the front cover. Nothing too crazy. But let's get that out of the way and let's look at this amazing, humongous, gigantic figure. This is a beast of a 25 centimeter figure. Even though it is in the 25 centimeter scale, it is huge. Now, this is probably my biggest figure to date. It's kind of between Biollante and the X Plus 25 centimeter King Ghidorah with the wings, but I think this guy beats in overall mass of size. Now, just to get straight on into this review with paint job, as we can tell, this, Biollante, very nice, forest plant green. Very nice shading of black and whatnot here and there. I'm going to, I kind of have the camera at a certain distance right now to where, you can see a good look at the figure and you can get a good contrast of all the colors that are in it. So you can definitely see all the different, shades of green and whatnot. The black shading that is here and there on the figure. The eyes on the figure, I'll try to get a little closer here. Again, a really big figure to try to get in the camera shot. But the eyes on the figure are very nice white, but they're white with kind of a purplish, pinkish tint to it. So they're definitely just not plain white or anything. The eyes themselves have like a purplish, almost like a violet type tint to it. Of course, you got the tusks and all the teeth, a very nice bone ivory, color. Same with all the teeth on the smaller vine heads. Very nice, bone ivory color. Inside of the giant mouth, as well as inside of the small vine mouths, you have, very nice pinks with a little bit of, black shading here and there to, give it a little differentiate. And then, of course, you got the thorns that are on her, main legs, I guess you would say, or the main, vines that are painted black. So, pretty basic for color, but overall very, very nicely well done and applied, I must say. Her core in the center of her body, as you can tell, it is a nice orange, and that is the Rick Boy part to this figure. I believe the original 25 centimeter Rick Boy Biollante came with some Maser tanks. And but this Rick Boy that was, a set with the Godzilla was a light up Rick Boy set. So you got Biollante, she lights up in her chest, but we'll get to that, after I get over detail and everything like that. But actually, fuck it, let's just do it. Sorry, I know I normally don't cuss in my videos. Sorry for that, but since I'm going over it, why not just do it? So let's go over the light up feature. Hopefully it shows up well on camera. I really don't feel like getting up and turning off all the lights, but you guys should be able to see it just fine. So she actually has two different light up features, all in the same spot, but you got the first light up, which is labeled as on one. Here's the battery pack, by the way. Plugs in, pretty much into her, backside down over here. But here's what the little battery pack looks like. It's nice that it's a green. It doesn't really stick out all that much. You can kind of, I have it kind of just set behind her, standing up. It's really not too much of an eyesore. But anyway, let's get on to this light up feature. So we got the light up feature. The first one, just, it just glows orange. Glows orange, really nice, looks really good, no problem whatsoever. It just looks awesome. And then you got the off, and then her second light up feature, which is labeled on 2. You got the glow feature, but it fades in and out, which is the highlight of this Rick Boy piece. The fading of the in and out of the light, definitely that's the light up that you mainly want to use on this thing if you're displaying your collection or if you're showing it off in a video or anything like that. You know, that's what you want to have going. You want to have the dim, you want to have the dim in and out. You definitely want to have the dim in and out of the light. So that's very awesome there. Very nice, awesome light up feature for sure. So now let's just go on into detail with this guy. Detail, very nicely well done. You know, you got all the different, you got all the thorns. You got kind of like, I love how the detail of the veins are in the vine arms. You know, you got the, kind of like, plant veins and everything like that are running along, her vine arms and everything like that. Again, all the thorns are nicely individually sculpted onto the body. So that's the battery pack falling. I should probably just unplug that for now since we're done with the Rick Boy light up feature. So toss that off to the side. All the different, leaves and everything that make up her back, very, very nicely well done. All the grooves and the lines etched into the sculpt. Just very beautifully well done. Just looks fantastic from almost any angle that you look at it. The little vine heads, very, very nicely well done. Teeth individually sculpted, all the detail inside the mouths with the gums and everything. Just very, very nicely well done. She has just this kind of plain, spine looking, thorn vine coming up here, which is very nicely well done. Tusked, very nicely well done. I do like how they, the very nice curvature to the tusks. Look very good, very nice, protruding out of the side of her face. All the teeth individually sculpted and all of the other little, I guess you would just call them more teeth on the bottom of her mouth and on the roof of her mouth. Very nicely individually sculpted. Hopefully all that's showing up on camera really well. Hopefully you guys are getting a good look at it all. Very nicely well done. But again, just detail is just amazing. Very nice platform. She's really solid on pretty much whatever surface you decide to put her on. So no problems there. You really can't move the vines around all that much to kind of position them the way you want. They do have some hard wire running through them because, over time, heat and, of course, gravity will take its toll on the vinyl used with the figure. But to help prevent that problem, just like with the heads in, the heads on the X Plus 25 centimeter King Ghidorah, they got, some metal rods running through these vines here. And they're not really bendable or anything like that. And of course, these vines themselves have seams here and there to where they were all pieced together. So you really don't want to bend them and get too crazy with them. Otherwise, you might break those glue seals. But other than that, just right out of the box, this figure is great. It's massive. It looks awesome. Definitely a highlight to anyone's Godzilla collection because it does stick out for how massive this thing is. And the light up Rick feature is just awesome. I'm sure the original Rick Boy 25 centimeter Biollante with the Maser tanks was just as cool. But I mean, the light up feature with this one is a given. It is just awesome. And even though I did break up the set and I gave the Godzilla to my friend Scott, it still wasn't any big deal to me. I mainly just wanted the Biollante. And even though the Godzilla was cool, the light up feature of the dorsal plates of that Godzilla was really neat. I just felt, my friend Scott, he's been a Godzilla collector. He really can't really afford to push out the money for an X Plus figure. So that was my way of just presenting him with his first X Plus figure. And of course, it's a Rick Boy light up. He was happy as heck, and to this day still is. And I'm glad that he really enjoys that figure. It is really nice. But Biollante was the highlight of the set, and I didn't mind just wanting to get this figure out of the set. It is just awesome. Again, I just love the light up feature, just the core. Everything looks great. All the different swirls and everything, and grooves and everything in there just look awesome. And it's just overall a great figure. And again, just like Ghidorah, Diamond is, or Bluefin, whatever, is going to be reissuing Biollante. Now again, Ghidorah and Biollante, they're, even though Diamond, is going to be reissuing them, they're still rather expensive, but you can pre-order them at Flossie's Gifts and Collectibles.com. So that's Flossie's Gifts. A lot of you people know that already. John Stanowski from Kaiju Addicts runs that site, so it's very reliable. Good guy, and you will get, you will get your products. You know, can't go wrong with Flossie's Gifts. John and his mother, I believe, that run Flossie's Gifts, they do a great job. And, you know, that's all I can say. And I think that's about it for this figure review. You know, pretty short and sweet. You know, just go over everything that needs to be going over. You know, she does have actually articulation. Oh, X Plus figure with articulation. It's pretty much just the mouth, though, guys. Nothing crazy. Display her with the mouth closed, mouth open, whatever you feel like you want to do. I display it with the mouth open. Just looks more ferocious. Anyway, you guys, all right, that's it for this review. Hope you enjoyed this review on the X Plus reissue 25 centimeter Rick Boy light up Biollante. That is a mouthful. Anyway, you guys, like always, we are Godzilla fan freaks. Hope you enjoyed this video and this figure review. And please comment, like, and subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next figure review. Thank you for watching.